Hi, welcome. In this 10-minute session, I'm going to demonstrate AWS Strands SDK. And we'll have a live code walkthrough. And through this demo, I'm going to build a simple agent, which is going to use calculator and real-time current time tool. And I want to start simple, and then in the subsequent videos, we'll build we'll build useful scenarios. So let's get started. I'll have initialized a UV through UV. I have initialized a project. I have run UV init and then Strands demo 1. That's a project that I've initialized now, and you could see these scaffolds here. Now let's add the required packages to the project. UV add, we need Strands agents, and we need Strands agents tools, Strands agents tools, and we need the model, so we'll use Strands agents Ollama. So I'm going to use the one which is in my local machine. I'm running GPT model in my local machine. So let's first get this added. Let me know Strands agent Ollama. Yeah, I think I should use with the with the single quotes. Let's go with that. So we have the required packages added. Now let's get started. So we have the virtual environment created, and let me activate that virtual environment source. VNV bin activate. Okay, so now we can get started. So we'll first import the required modules, required imports. So first we'll import from Strands import agent. I think the Python interpreter is still not recognizing. Let me choose that. So we'll choose this Python import and then agents. So we'll use agents, and the next one we'll also get the models now. Strands models, and we'll use Ollama model for us. Model through Ollama. So and then import, we'll use Ollama model. Okay. Now we have imported agent. We also now imported Ollama model. Let's import the tools from Strands tools. Import. We'll use the available tools. I'm going to use the calculator, and I'm going to use current time. Now that we have done the required imports, and before going into that, the agent here is the core class for building the AI agents, and the Ollama model we will use it to connect to the underlying language model, so which is the GPT-OSS that I am going to map it, and with that the model is going to use or going to do tool calling, and the tool that we have mentioned or we are going to use is calculator and current time. Now let's do this model initialization. We'll just say Ollama model, or I'll just say model equal to and the Ollama model, and we'll provide the model ID. And before doing that, I'll show you what model is running in my machine. Ollama. Yes. So you can see I am running GPT-OSS latest model in my machine. I'm going to use that. So let me model ID. Model ID is OS, and so let's populate that, and then we'll use it is running in my local machine, so I'll just refer host which is pointed to my local host, the required port with the required port. So now that I've done the model initialization, let's do the agent setup. So the agent setup is just simple. we're going to use agent, and with the model, we're going to pass the model that we initialized, so which is model, and then we'll pass the required tools to it. And the tools that we're going to pass is the one that we initialized, which is the calculator and the current time. Now, through this step, we have done the agent setup. So we passed the model that we initialized, and we also passed the tools that we wanted to pass it. Now let's create a simple message. So I am going to use, I want to calculate the date. For a given date of birth, I wanted to calculate the age, number of age by years, days, months, etc. So let me give that details. So I am born on, I'll just go with some fictitious date, 29th Feb 2030. And we'll give the time as well, for example, 10:50 a.m. We'll ask how old am I now? Can you tell me age by years, month, hours? Let's close this. So now this is the message that I'm going to pass it to the agent. Let's pass it to agent, and then we'll pass the message. So quick recap. So what we did, we imported the required modules. So from Strands, I imported the agent. From Strands model, Ollama, I imported Ollama model. And from Strands tools, I imported calculator and current time. And for the model initialization, I pass the model ID and the host where it is running. So for me, it is localhost. Through that, I initialize the model, and for the agent, I pass the model ID or model the initialized model and the tools that I've initialized. So, and I also created a message, and that I am passing it to the agent. Let's run this. So uv run main.py. So the agent has started, and since it's running in my local, it would take couple of minutes. So it's not as fast as that we hit through API the models which are running in the service, in the cloud service. So let's wait for a couple of seconds, a minute, and see how the agent is responding for us. It's now trying to use the tool current time because it wants the tool, because it has to calculate the days, years, and also the time. So we have provided current time tool for its disposal. Yeah, so it correctly identified 29 is not, when 2030 is not a leap year. Let's change it to something else now. So we will change it again, run it. So I used current time again as a tool, and I've changed it to 28th February. Now the agent is responding with its response. It used the tool current time, and the day that we provided is in future. So it is correctly reasoning it. So it says, in other words, you have not been born at the elapsed time from now to the moment you would reach 0 days ages. So if you want to express your age in the usual positive sense, you can say you'll be born in about 4 years, 6 months, 0 days, 6 hours, and it has correctly identified it. In short, it says you haven't reached the age of 08, you're still before life, but roughly 4 years and a half. Okay, so a recap. So in this demo, I've showed you how to set up simple agent that handles a simple query with a very few lines of code. And in the follow-up future sessions, I'm planning to introduce more tools from stand agent tools, and like things like memory, custom tools integration, etc. And we'll try to build some more complex scenarios. Thank you.